In the category of drama, you've got The Fabelmans. It's a movie about Spielberg's life, so it wasn't a perfect film though. It had its flaws. I think if I had to pick in this category, I wouldn't be picking that. To me, it comes down to two movies, Elvis and Top Gun. On production, both are excellent. Production for Elvis, you've got some amazing set pieces, some amazing costume design, and what you need to put on a musical number, not a musical, somehow. But I think that's definitely worthy of winning. I hope it wins in all those type categories. On the other hand, Top Gun's production, they're flying real planes. The special effects, whatever kind of award you can get for the production that they had to put on to make those things work, to use real effects, to use real. So trying to pick between those two, Elvis is probably going to win. I think I see Elvis winning a lot of awards in this upcoming award season, Golden Globes and Oscars, and deservedly so. Baz Luhrmann's going to be nominated for a lot of things, and he is nominated for Golden Globe. Okay, so let's talk about Glass Onion, the Knives Out mystery. Knives Out, the sequel to Knives Out, Glass Onion, it portrays itself to be like a murder mystery, like the first movie, where the great Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig, is this Hercule Poirot type character who comes in. There's a murder. He figures out who did it. Like Death on the Nile, like murder on the Orient Express. They do a bait and switch, and at a certain point, I don't know if I should spoil the movie. The story's clever in a certain way. It's an interesting story. It doesn't necessarily work. It has major flaws in it, but it's not a murder mystery per se. It's something else, and it's obvious ham-fisted, viewpoint on political things. I literally laughed out loud when Dave Bautista's character shows up covered in tats, not wearing a mask while everyone else is wearing a mask. I'm like, oh, it's Joe Rogan. I got you. You're mocking Joe Rogan. It was super obvious where the movie was, the statements it was trying to make, and it was clumsy in a lot of ways. Rian Johnson, of course, has already been criticized for what he did with The Last Jedi. I thought Knives Out, the first movie, was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It has some of the same, looking back, you can see some of the same political leanings. It's pretty obvious, that Don Johnson plays the MAGA guy, and it didn't bother me because I thought it was well made and it was interesting. It was a fun mystery. This time around, not as much. And like I said, I found myself laughing at the movie, not with it, on a couple of occasions. So that definitely should not win. Babylon, haven't seen yet, but it's also apparently been a huge flop. Didn't make a lot of money, probably because it's a 3-hour movie, and it's not the type of movie like Avatar that you're going to sit through for 3 hours. So it doesn't surprise me too much that it didn't do well, because it's a very artsy movie it's rated R, like it's very rated R from what I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I think there's no contest in this category. Although I've never seen the Triangle, whatever that movie was. Maybe that's a great movie, and I apologize that I am not informed. But the best movie I've seen is Banshees, and I don't see anything else coming close to that. I don't know if it's going to win, but it definitely should win. I do like that they divided it into two categories because it's kind of hard to compare. All right, so they put drama in one category, musical and comedy in another separate category, which is cool. The Oscars don't do this. They just lump everything into one category, and you have one Best Picture winner. The Golden Globes, at least, there's a chance to see two films you love win. And so in that respect, I'm thankful that Banshees of Inisherin is in one category, comedy, because it's the dark comedy. And Elvis is in the drama category. Okay, think about that. How is that not a musical? It is a drama, it is a biopic, but it's closer to a musical than anything else. But I'm glad it's not in the same category as Banshees, because now they can both win.